Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl come out in 1 week, and the leaks have been crazy. We've got even more to break down right now. Let's take a look. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into the world of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and more leaks that have continued to come out from the data mine that has taken place over the last few days. If you guys enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button down below, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new so you don't miss out on our epic Pokemon content. I'll be doing my 153-hour marathon live stream next week on my Twitch channel, and of course, if you guys haven't done so yet, you can check out some of my awesome Team Shiny merch at teamshiny.com, where we have an exclusive discount code SHAYMIN, saving you 15% off on your order if you pick up 3 t-shirts. We got some amazing designs, so deck out your closet now, pick up the starters, and get ready for Diamond and Pearl remakes. But again, these leaks have continued to flow, and there's obviously going to be some spoilers in this video, so let's take a look. I'll have all the sources in the description as always. First thing is, you can actually battle a pitch black Giratina in the distortion room, and that is how you obtain the Arceus orb. Now, you actually can't beat this one apparently, but you get to battle this like shadow-like Giratina, which I think is pretty cool. Excited for that. The more we hear about this post-game, the more the post-game of BDSP actually looks amazing, so get excited, because I'm actually jazzed up. I'll be real. My excitement levels have been like a roller coaster. Like, I was excited, the leaks came out, a lot of negativity, and now everything I've heard about this game from the post game is phenomenal, and it looks incredible. Now, I talked about yesterday that there was this image on the church of what people are thinking could be a potential new Arceus form, right? And the church is known as the Foreign Culture Building, and I have a couple people that I'm gonna reference for this, and they've sketched out what they think this actually is, and it looks like it could be a person with some sort of a mask on. Leo here on Twitter decorates what looks like it could be a new Arceus form, or Arceus in general. So I actually passed the question to you guys. Do you think this is going to be a new Arceus form for Pokemon Legends Arceus? Forms are something that Pokemon has done a lot of, right? Like, we know that in the past, Giratina's gotten forms. In kind of other spin-offs, there's been forms of Dialga. Obviously, Kyurem has different forms. A lot of legendaries have different forms that they can shift between. Arceus being kind of the focal point of Legends Arceus, there's definitely the question of whether or not it's going to have a new form, and is this a teaser of that new form, or is it just kind of depicting it in a different way, or is it a person? I really don't know, but some pretty interesting stuff there, so we'll have to see how all that breaks out with the potential Arceus new form. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. From there, we shift gears, and there's some updates and some really cool mechanics in the game that are starting to be discovered. Feebas is very much so like the original Diamond and Pearl, where you could only find Feebas on specific tiles, much like in the original Gen 3 games. So this person was fishing outside of Mount Coronet for 8 hours. They finally found Feebas, and then once they found that tile, they were able to find like 50% Feebas encounters. So if you're someone who wants a Feebas or Milotic, it may take you a while to find exactly where it is, but it'll be super rewarding when you do, and you'll be able to shiny hunt it and stuff by casting that rod over and over again. From there, we have some information about Spiritomb. You can find Spiritomb after talking to 32 people in the underground. It's far easier because they count NPCs as well, so it doesn't have to be just online. You can actually count NPCs or non-player characters in the underground. You'll get a level 25 Spiritomb. We got some screenshots that show that, and a cool little feature that you'll be able to get Spiritomb through the underground like you were able to kind of back in the day, which is always nice. From there, we shift gears again to the shiny hunting methods in the game, which I'm probably gonna make a video detailing out the shiny hunting methods in kind of their entirety for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. But for now, we'll look at the underground method, which is gonna be a new way to find shinies. It seems as though you could only use one of those shiny stones statues to boost your chances. So unless I'm misunderstanding this, it seems that it's a max 2 in 4,096. There's no way to have multiple influences, so you essentially knock your shiny chances in half by using the underground and one of those kind of light stone or shiny stones statues. You'll get the 1 extra, and that's that. So we know that the shiny charm is kind of awkward in this game in the sense that it only works on Masuda method. So shiny hunting may take a little bit of a hit from that, right? Like in terms of getting better odds, but it's gonna make it, when you do find a shiny, much more rare in this game, which I think will be cool. Obviously, Masuda method is gonna be the easiest way to get shinies, but there is enhanced odds in the underground. Now we look at Kazawar here, who has posted this tweet, and this is a rough one, man. The timer for online battles is set to 20 minutes, and I feel for my man PokeAim, who's been doing a petition for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee since then, Sword and Shield. They've been putting this 20-minute battle timer on for singles, and it's completely killed any sort of community singles event because you just can't play with a 20-minute timer. You guys have watched the channel a long time. You've seen that I used to do the draft league battles, which were singles battles, and we would draft a team and battle it out with each other. Well, we stopped doing that in singles because the 20-minute timer makes it impossible to actually have a proper match because, you know, people, if you use a Blissey, bro, you just click soft boil and then you stall out the 20 minutes and stall just wins every time through timer. You need to have at least probably like a 40-minute timer to get most games in. I mean, most games do end in 20-25 minutes, but if you run into a stall team, you completely ruin any potential metagame that you could have in single battles. So hopefully they'll change that. I doubt it, man. This is just such a heartbreaking thing where it just shows that they're pretty out of touch with the community sometimes, because this is something that people have been asking for so long. Give us more than a 20-minute timer for that. Now we take a look at our version exclusives. We've got this nice post from Reddit looking at the different version exclusives, and it seems like the Underground is going to factor in those version exclusives much like the GBA insertion opportunity was back in the original games, where you can insert a cartridge of like Emerald or Fire Red or whatever, and you would get different spawns. There are some version exclusives. So Scythers in Diamond, Butterfree, Arcanine, Dugong. You see some of the legendary dogs, right? These various Pokemon. Some of this already been confirmed, and this is further confirmation. Gliscor, Gligar, those are Pokemon that can only be found in Diamond, whereas Pearl is gonna have things like Beedrill and Pinsir, Slowbro and Lunatone and Salamence and obviously Bastiodon, Magmortar, and then the legendaries. So you can take a look at this image and maybe this will help you decide, you know, which version you want, which game you want. I'm gonna be playing both myself. I'm doing one playthrough on Diamond and one playthrough on Pearl, so I'm gonna do both either way. So I'm looking forward to that. We do know that the Grand Underground does have starter Pokemon in it. This nice screenshot here from Reddit shows that the starter Pokemon Torchic was located there. They said that, you know, the selection of statues seems to increase drastically when you get the national decks, but you are able to get things like Torchic in the Underground, Charmander. There's a screenshot of Charmander. So a lot of these different, they said that they found Bulbasaur, but ultimately you're able to get these various Pokemon through the Underground. And it said they all seem to have egg moves and later stage moves. My Charmander had Dragon Dance and Inferno. I used several fire type statues to increase the spawns of them too. So again, you can get starter Pokemon in the Underground, and the Underground scales level wise as you progress through the game, which I thought was pretty cool. And last but not least, this is pretty important. If you want to preload the game, it was available last night in Australia. I haven't checked my region yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be available today for everywhere. But you can actually pre-download the game now. I recommend it if you're gonna pre-order it, a digital copy. I like physical copies more, but at this day and age, it's just easy sometimes to get digital copies. I'll keep you guys posted when my pre-order link works for digital copies, but it is in your best interest to preload the game before the day it comes out. And the preload does come with the day one patch as well, which is nice. And the reason why I want to preload it is because the servers can sometimes get bogged down when the game officially launches and things could take a little longer. So if you want to preload it, you could check now that it's available. Otherwise, you could use my Best Buy link if you want to get a physical copy. It helps me out if you pick it up through me. And they are going to offer digital copies as well, but they'll give you a download code. So if you want to support your boy, that's the way to do it. So it seems like that's the majority of the leaks and stuff that we're gonna get. There may be some more things that trickle in over the next couple days, and if they do, I will cover you here. I'm gonna do some more in-depth videos on some of these topics, like the shiny hunting and some of my other thoughts on the game as we get more and more information. So let me know if there's any topics you'd like to see. Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to take advantage of our coupon, code SHINY, to get 15% off your Team Shiny merch at teamshiny.com. And if you haven't pre-ordered the game yet, or you want to pick one up at Best Buy, you can use my link in the USA. I'll have that in the description as well. Just take a look down there. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Hit that like button down below if you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new so you don't miss out on our epic Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl coverage. That's gonna be for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.